So it's actually been a full year since I had the American Express Everyday credit card. And so in this video, I really wanted to talk about my thoughts and overall view of my 1 year later of the American Express Everyday credit card. And so in December of 2021, I had applied for two credit cards in one day. So I had got the American Express Everyday credit card and the Navy Federal Cash Rewards card. So I had applied for those 2 minutes apart. And, I'm really liking the American Express Everyday credit card, but we're going to delve down into it a little bit more. But I would say the number one reason that I like the American Express credit cards, period, is because once you apply for one American Express credit card and you get that hard pull, then you are automatically, the next ones that you get is going to be a soft pull. So that's why I really like it. So let me share my screen, and then we're going to take a look at the American Express Everyday Credit Card. With this card, originally, I wanted to apply for a different American Express card. So let me see. I really wanted to apply for the American Express Cash, the Blue Cash Everyday card with American Express. That's the one that I really wanted first because I wanted cash back, not the membership reward points. But when I was considering applying for an American Express credit card, I don't know why I was kind of nervous. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do the pre-qualification first because I had been applying for some other credit cards, but my credit score was good, but I still was just like, I didn't know if it was going to be a little bit tough, like, with the Chase credit cards, they have that 5 and 24. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do the pre-qualification. And I am so glad that I did pre-qualification because if I would have applied for the Blue Cash Everyday credit card, y'all, I would have got denied because when I had applied, when I did the pre-qualification, I did not even get approved for that one, pre-qualified for it. I had got pre-qualified for the American Express Everyday credit card. I want to say the American Express Gold card and the American Express Platinum card. And I believe I had even got pre-qualified for, it could have been the Blue Cash Preferred. Yes, because it has a 0% annual fee for the first year and then $95 after that. But I really didn't want an annual fee credit card. So that's why I ended up just go ahead and getting the American Express Everyday credit card. Now, with this credit card, of course, it does not have an annual fee, which is really good. And this credit card is really a grocery card. And so I think that's why it's really important for us to take a look at our categories. What are your highest categories? And I would say for myself, groceries is really going to be kind of at the bottom. And I'm more so of a dining. So this card is not going to be the first card that I just jumped to. But I really wanted to get within American Express. So that's why I had went ahead and went and applied for it. Since I had got pre-qualified and it didn't have an annual fee, I thought I would be okay. So with the American Express Everyday credit card, it has 2 times the points on groceries up to $6,000. And then it'll be 1 times the points after that. And then you get 1 times the points on everything else. The great thing about this one is you get, if you use your credit card for 20 purchases or more in a billing period, you'll earn 20% more points for those purchases. So I really like that. And plus, it'll like count it down. So when you go into your portal, it'll tell you how many purchases that you have gotten. And so I'll tell you this, do not do what I did. It was so funny. The first time that I was like, I'm going to go to the store. So I had went to Kroger and I had probably tried to do like 10 transactions like back to back. But see, really, it was like a weekday, early morning. So I said, it's not going to be a lot of people. But of course, once I had went to the store, it was like some people behind me because I was trying to do one transaction at a time so that I could get up to my 20 purchases so I can get 20% cash back. So it was hilarious. And then my card ended up declining after I had did like 7 purchases. So that was hilarious. So don't do that. But I would say overall, 2 times the points for groceries is good. And then they have some travel perks. So you get 20% extra points when you make the 20 purchases, 2 times the points on groceries. And then they have a transfer points with frequent flyer program. So the membership reward program offers you the opportunity to transfer points to some of the hotel and airlines. So I think that that's really good to be able to do that. And then you get 2 times the points for when you book your travel with the American Express travel.com. And then you can get car rental loss and damage insurance. So that's really good to be able to have a credit card to where, let's say you're going to be renting a car, you can, let's say, not get the protection through whatever rental car you go through. And as long as you pay that rental with this credit card, you'll be covered. So that's really good. So I would say this is really just like a standard card. And so I would say for myself, this credit card probably, and it's not my necessarily go-to because it's 2 times the points for groceries, and I'm more so of a dining person. But I will say that I do like this card. And one other good thing is I would say with probably most of the American Express cards, once you you apply for that new credit card, they're going to have this credit card has 15 months, no interest. So that's really good to have no interest on a credit card for an extended period of time. But, most of the time I will pay my credit cards off every month. But with my American Express, I'll just kind of, wait a little bit. And, usually I like to do the credit card utilization hack to where I'm leaving 2 or 7%. So usually I'll do it on this credit card so that I'm reporting, utilization on my credit card. And then I'm not getting charged any interest, because I usually say when we are using our credit cards, we really want to pay the credit card off every month, because if we're trying to get the points, but then we're paying interest on the credit card, really you're just breaking even. So that's why I like to pay my credit cards off so that I'm gaining more of the perks of, the cash back or the membership reward points or the points. So yeah, so I would say if you are considering getting an American Express credit card, one, I would make sure I think that I would do the pre-qualification to see which cards you pre-qualify for. And then, if you don't have an American Express, like I didn't at the time, I was okay to go ahead and get the American Express everyday credit card. I just think this is a really simple card, but I really like the American Express portal. It's so simple. So I do like this card, but it's not going to be my first go-to card since it's a grocery card. But I would say if you have high spending in groceries, then I would say go ahead and consider it. Or if you're wanting, like I was, to get into the American Express family, that way, if there are some other credit cards that you want to get, it's going to be a soft pull. It's not going to be a hard pull. And then especially since I didn't want a annual fee, like this was really kind of almost a perfect first American Express credit card for me, because I did not want an annual fee. So that's what I would say overall. But if you are one to where you are not worried about an annual fee, then really I would probably say the American Express Gold card, even though I'm kind of dragging my feet on applying for that one. But I will say, that credit card has 4 times the points for dining. So, that card would probably be the best for me, because dining is going to be my highest category. And plus you will still get 4 times the points on groceries as well. So I think that's why it's good for us to take a look at our, do our budget first so that we can understand our spending to see which credit cards are going to really be beneficial for us to get. So that's what I would say. But let me know, what do you think in the comments? If you have the American Express everyday credit card, or if you're going to consider getting it. I think that it's still a good card, but I would say it's not going to be my go-to card, just for my everyday spending. So like for this card, possibly it would just be for my groceries, and nothing else, because I would say that this is a grocery card. But let me know what you think in the comments. I definitely hope that this was helpful. Check out this video where I'm talking about 5 credit cards that you can do a balance transfer on, and it has up to 21 months of no interest for your new purchases. It's not a game, sir.